Shalom to the elect of Israel. Alright, today we got a quick update on the Day of Atonement, who started actually, or it started from yesterday sundown, and it goes to as long as today's sundown, and it's the one and only day of the year where you have to fast. Alright, that means you don't drink and you don't eat at all. Alright, the Spirit even can tell you that you don't brush your teeth. Right, you have to make it up for yourself. Right, I also do that sometimes, because you should fast on other days also, not just one day in this year, where it is actually where you should actually do it. Alright, by law. Okay. So we will read and then we will quick, do a little commentary on it. Alright. Leviticus 23 and 27. Also in the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. Alright, and we are on the 7th month, and we are on the 10th day. Alright. And I told also to some newcomer. Alright, even when there was no new member in GMS. Alright. He was interested in the truth, alright, and I told him, if you follow the Ältesten Apostles of Great Millstone, alright, and, you subscribe to my channel, of course, you will not miss these days where we have to keep certain feasts, because there are actually feasts that we have to keep over the Hebrew year, alright, not the Gregorian Edomite year, alright, but the Hebrew Israelite calendar pretty much, alright. And that's why I'm doing this video also. Alright, again, if you follow the elders of Great Millstone, you will not miss the feasts. Alright, because these are important if you want really to keep the so-called 613 commandments according to the Bible, the Torah. Alright, because you're not keeping 613 commandments, because there are certain commandments that are only for women, there are certain commandments that are only for men. You see, so of course, you can't keep everything, but that what you can, you will keep it. You see, it shall be an holy convocation unto you, and you shall afflict your souls. You see, so if you have brothers around you, you will meet up with them. You see, like on a normal Sabbath, you have a convocation with you. And you go in the spirit, in the scriptures, maybe do video on the street preaching, but you have to meet up with them. And you shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. See, Yahweh is today our sacrifice, alright, our holy, and our holy sacrifice. You see, the name here is Yahweh, alright, according to the language of the Dominikaner, Native Americans, the original language, alright, what you will speak again even if you don't believe it. Alright, starting with the 144,000 that know this language, alright, as our one language, what we once spoke, because all the world spoke Hebrew in real, for real, alright, but Paleo-Hebrew was our language, first, Moses received the 10 Commandments in Paleo-Hebrew, alright, not in modern day Jewish, fake Jew, alright, Hebrew, okay. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, alright, to make an atonement for you before Yahweh, your Al-Hayim. So these the words here, this is Al-Hayim, okay. It means global gods, alright, rulers, judges, you see. So we read this also in Genesis, when God, so-called, created the heaven and earth, alright, this was really the powers, alright, this was Yahweh Shai with us, pretty much, alright, the 144,000 hopefully left. And of course, Yahweh was, pretty much, he watched over us, alright. You can't hide from Yahweh, even if you don't want him to watch over you, you can't, he always will watch over you, Of course, he watched over us as we were creating the heavens and the earth, because there's no going off, alright, there's no Satan rebelling against Yahweh, alright, it's all heathen fantasy, alright, it's nothing what has to do with the truth according to Yahweh, alright, given to you by the power and spirit of Yahweh, but starting really with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, when it comes to, alright, preaching this truth, alright, because we don't know as much as the elders, okay, they work directly under Yahweh, okay, and we shall do no work in that same day, just like another Sabbath, we do no work, we don't go to work, I basically said in my last video, I think, that you can go to work. What I mean by this is not that you actually should go to work. What I mean by this, because on another Sabbath you also don't go to work. What I mean by this is when you fast, alright, not on a Sabbath but on another day, alright, of course you can go to work because, again, you could do that, alright, and the fasting is not like you sitting there and doing nothing, alright. Even Yahweh said, alright, wash your face and be like, just for other people that they actually would receive that you don't fast, alright, but in real you fasting, alright, but you don't behave like, like you are fasting and don't tell other people because Yahweh will reward you for that secretly because you done it secretly to him, not to the people or something, right? Okay. You see, because you make an atonement to Yahweh, not to other people, alright, so they even don't have to know it, alright. And you especially don't tell them, alright. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people, you see. So this is a law to keep, alright. And what is also to do on another Sabbath, you don't wear. That means you don't, take up things and so on. You don't buy, you don't sell. Read the story of Nehemiah, alright. He was angry against the people, they pretty much were about when is the Sabbath over that you can buy and sell again, all these things, and you don't cook, you don't, pretty much do your own things, right? You either teach this, you teach the scripture or you study it, alright? You're not Pharisees, okay, but you know what I mean, okay? You don't, you don't be like, it's a day what, it's a day like, the day is just like the other days, no, alright, it's a day of rest, alright, it's a day of rest, so you're really doing nothing, alright, you're really doing nothing, alright, again, you don't go to work, you don't do work, you don't cook, you don't wear, you don't, brush your teeth can be, is already enough, okay, see, so, with that, we can go on, okay. Whatsoever soul be, so to do it any work in the same day, you see, the same soul will I, Yahweh shall see, destroy from among his people. He shall do no manner of work, it shall be a statute forever, alright, not for, alright, some Old Testament, not for this, okay. Alright, long duration, antiquity, futurity, you see, it shall be a commandment for futurity, forever, everlasting, evermore, culture, old, ancient world, forever, always, continuous existence, right? Everlasting, indefinite, or unending, so it never ended, right? Future eternity. Simeon, alright. Pretty much. you can write like, you can use the modern day Hebrew to get into the Lashon Kadash, the holy tongue, the Pali Hebrew. Alright, and this is the Assyrian Hebrew here. But you want to use this Hebrew because it's spiritual and it has always a spiritual meaning to it. Right, but this is just Assyrian Hebrew and has nothing to do with our people, the people of the Bible, the so-called Hebrew Israelites, right? That are of the seed line, alright, on the father's side of Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, right? You shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. It shall be unto you as a Sabbath of rest, you see, so it's a feast, but it shall be unto you like a Sabbath. And you shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even, you shall celebrate your Sabbath, you see. So that's even evidence of a day is from even to even, not from 12 o'clock to 12 o'clock or something like that. Okay. Okay, we read a little bit too far, alright. Goes really to here, alright. Because here you can read in the 9th day of the month at even, from even to even, okay. But we are here talking about in the 10th day of the 7th month, you see. The Day of Atonement is in the 10th day of the 7th month. Again, if you follow the orders of the Apostles and the Elders of Great Mühlstein, you will not miss the feasts that we have to keep, alright. The 10th day of 7. Oh no, okay, it's actually the same. So it's to 32. Okay, 32 stuff. It shall be unto your Sabbath of rest. Okay. You shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even, you see. Shall you celebrate your Sabbath? Even to even, alright, it's always the same. Yahweh doesn't change, alright. You see, God don't change. Day of Atonement, Day of Rest. You saw it? Malachi 3 and 6. For I am Yahweh. Do not change. So you, the descendants of Jacob, are not destroyed. Does it say, are you the heathens or the other nations or some people that are around us? No, it says the descendants of Jacob. So you, the descendants of Jacob, are not destroyed. You see. So these people, they have heathen fantasies, alright, and they want to use our Bible to put their witchcraft in it, alright, but this doesn't work, especially when this destruction is coming down, and it will be revealed that they lie to you, alright, until they were destroyed by themselves, alright, so they can no longer lie to you, so. Because it will go on really to the last of the last day, right? Okay. And nobody is saved until Yahweh breaks the clouds, alright, and comes back with his so-called USOs, what are the chariots of Israel, again, so-called UFOs, alright, and then it will be over for, alright, these pastors who destroy the flock, and all these people there, alright, who talk deceitfully and work deceitfully, even in this ministry, alright, you see, brothers who are doing this work deceitfully, alright, that's written there, alright, I don't make God, man, alright, So you better prove yourself, you better test yourself now. Alright. You don't want to do this deceitfully. Alright, but you know it if you do it deceitfully, you know. You see. And with that, you know, of course, you alright. You know, this is really a quick, but really strict lesson about the Day of Atonement, alright. How to keep it, what's important, what's not so important, alright. Again, you have to fast more than just this one day, but this day is actually law, alright. If you don't keep it, you sin, you're going off. Right? You can even be destroyed for that. And you know, if you fast, my suggestion would be once a week, at least, you know. You can stay away from drinking like 3 days and 3 weeks from eating, alright. That's, you know, a rule that you can go with, alright. And it's actually, you know, it's actually most accurate how it, as far as it works, you know. And you have to train it also, you know. Just keep in mind, you know, it can be that you have to stay away from eating, right? Because maybe you have no food, alright, and you're already trained if you fast, you know, on a daily basis, you know, if you try it, you know, it's always good, man, and you will also be spiritual, alright, more spiritual if you try to fast more, alright, you will see what it helps, because, you know, it's really spiritual to help you in anything, man. Even if you have questions about the Bible, alright, if you want to make an atonement for, or, you know, an excuse for something or something, you know, or if you think you have a demon on you and you want to put it away, you will better fast, you know. Some demons only go out fasting. Should I pull it out? No, man, it's not necessary, you know that verse, man. Alright, Yahweh said to the Apostles, you know, and they were actually good in that, alright, but he said to him, this demon will only go out with fasting, alright, prayer and fasting, man. Alright, so it's not only about prayer, it's also about fasting. Can we say, or can we make a law out of it? No, we cannot, alright, but, you know, you have to be spiritual to receive what I mean with that, alright. Can we make a law out of prayer? Can, alright, the scriptures says really often, alright, pray that you fall not into temptation, pray that your flight will not be in the winter, pray that, pray this, okay? And it's pretty much the same with fasting, because if you go in the scriptures and search for fasting, then you will see many examples, alright, of brothers and our forefathers fasting for different reasons, alright, but it always has to do with, alright, spiritual points that are necessary for our salvation, man, you know, or with forgiveness, or with fleeing from temptation, you know, fleeing from wicked dogs, man, even, okay, fleeing from demons that you possessed with, alright, this and that, man, alright, it's just as necessary as praying, man, alright, and praying and fasting, it's just as necessary as it's just as necessary as pretty much, alright, checking yourself, alright, because the real thing is, alright, the ministry pushing the word, alright, but it don't help you, man, if you fall into temptation, alright, and you are out of this truth, then, alright, so it goes hand in hand, alright, praying, fasting, and, alright, teaching this truth, man, alright, okay, and with that, all praises to Yahweh and Yahweh only, alright, double honors to the Ältesten, Apostles of Mühlstein, you know, and shalom to the elect of Israel. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing, alright. Wakar Kodash, the Spirit Holy, alright, in the Hebrew, you know, hopefully, okay, so, you know, stay awake, shalom.